I wonder whether I'd be alive or just seriously high if I started eating some of what I'm finding in the forest here. I'm Mark Williams, coffee drinking, bracer wearing, caffeine intolerant, motorcycle freak that just loves riding motorbikes. I've ridden motorbikes far and wide up and down the country, and it's what I love doing best of all. And I think I've got a fair bit of experience with 33 years under my belt. So let's get on with it. Well guys, welcome back. So we're out on the Bear 650 today. My initial thoughts, as soon as I get on with the sound, I'm loving the sound of that exhaust actually. I haven't gone far enough to get a proper gauge on it yet. So initial thoughts on the riding position. It's not far off the same as when I rode the Gorilla 450, but the handlebars are wider. There's a little bit of a wider stretch there, but it's not uncomfortable by no means. Just gives you that, I think, more of a I think it gives you more of a stability thing. A bit like when you're on a mountain bike going down trails, the wider your handlebars, the more control you've got. For a moment, I thought there wasn't a USB-C charger on this, so I haven't done any looking around. I haven't watched a lot of videos on this. I wanted to get my own initial first impressions. There's 100 videos out already, but I'm going to give you mine. So I found a little USB just down by the side of the cloth with a nice little waterproof cover on it. So USB-C, which is great. Cable comes round just underneath with one of those short cables, charging my phone there on my little tank pouch. Absolutely brilliant. So loving that. And of course you can link your maps up. I will have to check if it's all Google or whether Apple works with it as well, so I will look into that. I'm pretty sure you can get Google Maps up on there. It's a lovely relaxed ride. It's a very similar stance obviously to the Interceptor, which I did own for a year, so I had a very good insight on that. So I haven't ridden the Gorilla 450 recently, in like literally a week ago. It's quite interesting just coming around this same route, how the two different bikes differ. I think the twin in the 650 gives that slightly more smoothness, but weirdly enough, just a similar power delivery. Very shocked on that Gorilla, how peppy it was. But this twin is really portraying that twin smoothness compared to a single. Turn it low now. Yeah, that's nice. I can't really see, to be honest, on a lot of bikes these days, when you think of all our rules and regulations anyway, I don't see how you need much more than the 47 horse you get on this. Because I think once you start getting too much above, you're never really using it, or it's just for a second or so, which seems like pointless. Right guys, here she is. As you can see, she's a stunner. So she's got that 650 or the 648cc as we know her. So the V-twin, the parallel V-twin, which we all know to be a proven engine. It is now in several of their bikes, and I don't think there seems to be any issues with them at all. We've got 19-inch rim on the front, and I think we've got a 17 on the back. Yeah, and that does make the handling of it, it's where it wants to be for a scrambler. It's not too nippy with the steering with the wide handlebars. I wouldn't say the rake's too aggressive either. It just feels right on the steering for the type of bike that it actually is. I'm not going to go into loads and loads of specs on this. You can look those up online. It's a tall bike. I'm 5'9". I do tiptoe a little bit, but it doesn't feel over heavy. It doesn't feel unmanageable by no means. The exhaust has got a lovely note to it. Better than I thought that was going to be as well, to be honest. I love how small they've made this little radiator here as well. I like the fact it doesn't stick out around the sides. That's really nicely done. Of course, we've got the shower forks, the upside down forks. You can feel the difference on those compared to maybe on the Interceptor where they weren't shower forks. The TFT screen's really, really nice. It's nice and clear. I've had the glare, the sun hit it a little bit, hasn't given me any issues whatsoever. Seems like we've got LEDs all the way around, which is lovely. Of course, they're lovely and bright when you're using them. It just feels a very solid planted bike. I think it gives you a big bike feel, this one. When you're on it, because you're wide, you're tall up on it, your hands are wide, so it gives you that nice big presence. The torque delivery on it, seems smoother than the Interceptor. It feels a bit peppier, whether that's because they've remapped it differently for the Scrambler, I don't know. But it does feel a little bit peppier than the Interceptor, so that's really nice. So going on to the switch gear. So we've got like these barrel grips that are really nice. They're so comfortable in the hand, to be fair, those. We've got our metal switch gear, which feels very good quality. And we're all used to the Royal Enfield switches now, which I really like. They're very unique to them. And of course, we've got them on the other side there too. You can see there's the Showa badging on the forks with the TFT. I think they've done some really, really nice paintwork with this. She just looks nice. I like the bracing on the front mudguard there as well. The rear shocks are nice. I think they're set up, they are adjustable with your spanner that's probably provided. They are set up quite firm at the moment, but it seemed okay. As you can see, the seat does dip a little bit at the front, but I do think that adds to the comfort of not feeling too wide between your legs. But so far, I haven't ridden it long enough yet. I can't turn around and go, you could tour on this seat. I can't do that. I haven't had the bike long enough. But first impressions is it seems to be really comfortable because of that sort of micro perforated suede feel. And it's got enough padding for a couple of hours out here and there. And I suppose it would go further as well. Not an issue. So yeah, we've got some nice grips going on the foot pegs. They felt very good underfoot, to be fair. No slipping off those. And of course, we've got that rear grab rail via pillion, which is lovely. So what do I think of the plastic covering with the exhaust and that? I actually like it, and I think it goes with it. I don't think I would swap that out, personally. And I think the sound, they've got the sound pretty good on that. Shall we have a little listen to that? I think that's got quite a bark to it that doesn't really need playing with. I think that's really, really nice. Just taking a look at the TFT. So you can see she's in black there at the moment. So it was in white coming over. So I'm assuming I either changed something there, or maybe it's a bit dark under the trees here and it's gone into night mode. That's lovely. That is actually stunning in black. I'm really liking that. So that's cool. Yeah, nice. And we've got our LED lights on the front. Really, really bright, which is cool. Let's have a look at the indicators. So I think you can see they're picking up really, really bright. Yeah, they're nice and clear. Very good. And just a push in the middle to cancel. Yeah. Which is nice. And I think with the fuel cap, it is a case of lift, key in, turn to the right, and she comes out. So that was nice and easy. So back in, I imagine it's the opposite. Turn to the left, key out, and a nice little cover there. I think that's really nice. Feels good quality. Here we go. And I think if you wanted to, you could get your own number made up, couldn't you, for your side plate where it says Bear 650. Get your own personal number put on there. Or maybe just a little logo of your own. Something personal on there would be nice. I like the little white stripes that they've done on the tyres. I think that just adds to it a little bit, which is nice. So what have we got? Nyla X, excuse me if I'm not pronouncing that right, Nyla X MRFs. So the front is a 100 by 90 by 19. Obviously it's the same brand on the back, and it's a 140 by 80 by 17. And they seem to grip the road nice to be fair. So yeah, there we go. 6-speed, goes through the gearbox as you'd expect. The Royal Enfield V-twin, lovely and smooth. So let's get on with it. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. Let me through. Cheers, mate. If anyone's in the market for a Scrambler 650, I don't think you're going to go far wrong with this, to be honest. And although I haven't ridden the BSA 650 yet, the Scrambler, I think looks-wise, Royal Enfield have won it. That's subjective, obviously. I feel like to come on. I hope I make it back. Lovely. Looking at the weather as well for the forthcoming week, it just looks to be sunshine all the way. I think we've got one more. Today's meant to be cloudy and sunshine, and we're getting more sunshine. It's lovely. But we've got a good week to 10 days of no rain. So this is the time to get out on your bike, guys. Oh, we're going through the ford. Better not run the college kids over. Right guys, we are back at Lagria, the Royal Enfield dealership and BMW. I'd like to say a massive thank you to Claire for sorting me out with today's bike, the Royal Enfield Bear 650. She's back in the lineup. She's back in the pack, guys. Take care. I'll see you on the next one.